Hi teachers, I'm going to show you how to use a very powerful tool in Canvas called Google Assignments. Google Assignments gives us the ability to take any document within our Google Drive, assign it out to students, and give a copy to each student, and then to grade it through Google's version of SpeedGrader, which you've probably seen in Google Classroom. So if you're familiar with Google Classroom, this very much looks like it, but it's going to be done through the Canvas interface. The first thing that we're going to need to do in order to create that assignment is just go here and create it. And we're just going to say Google assignment for CCS. Okay. And now that we've given it a name, we'll go ahead and give it points. In this case, I'm going to give it 100 points. I'm going to put this under assignments. We're going to go ahead down here and select external tool. Then I'm going to need to find that external tool. So we'll go ahead and click on that. And we're going to scroll all the way down here to Google Assignments. So when I click on Google Assignments, it's going to ask me to sign in with my ccsk12.com account. And then I'm going to click on Continue. Now, this gives me the opportunity to create the assignment, and using the free version of now Google Workspaces, we can actually check three different assignments for plagiarism. So if you wanted to use this, that's fine. But remember, you're only limited to three with the free version. In the enterprise version, I do believe that is unlimited. I'm going to leave this off for right now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the file that I want to use. Now, in this particular case, I've created a template that I want my student to use to fill out. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Attach. And you'll notice here that I've got this little thing that says copy of CCS test student test. We can use this one right here. There we go. We'll go ahead and use the CET template right there. So I'm going to use that CET template. So go ahead and put that in there. Now what's going to happen is that each student is going to get a copy of that. I'm going to have ownership of it, which makes it so that I don't have to chase students down to get editing rights on their document. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to put the total points there, make sure that it matches up with what I said earlier, and then I'm going to put a due date on that, and that due date is going to be tonight at 11:59 p.m. I can also add a rubric to this, and this makes it so that when you grade through Google's SpeedGrader, then you can go in there and you can grade the assignment using that rubric. I'm not going to do that now. We'll actually save this one for a little bit later date. Now we're going to go ahead and click on Create. When I do this, then I can just go ahead and click Select, and now the link to that file is now here in this external tool URL. I'm going to allow unlimited attempts here to submit. I may want to show you something a little bit later on and leave this open, but you can choose to give students however many attempts you want. We're going to assign it to everyone, and then I'm going to make the due date tonight at 11:59 p.m. I don't think that setting that due date within the Google assignment affects that here. So anyway, I think that's just going to affect that within Google. We're going to do Save and Publish. And now notice, instead of using SpeedGrader to grade this assignment, I'm actually going to use Google's SpeedGrader, which is here, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Now I do want to show you what this is going to look like from the student end. So I'm going to refresh my student screen right here, and you'll notice that I have a Google assignment for CCS. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. It's going to take just a minute to render that here. And once it does, then I will go ahead and click on my buttons, and I'll be able to access that assignment. So now we're going to go ahead and open to attach and submit. So I'm going to click on this file right here. And I do need to click on the file itself in order to complete the items in here. Notice that I don't have anything up here at the top that tells me to share or whatever, I really don't need to do anything there. So I'm just going to type in some random words. Actually, I'll just say I didn't do this assignment. And anyway, we of course hope our students don't put anything like this on there. And once I've edited that, then I can go ahead and hit submit. Students can also add files here. They can also create a new doc, a new sheet, or new slide. But you'll notice here that CCS Test Student Test is actually my name. So this, and then we see this is the name of the actual assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on submit. It's going to ask me if I want to do that. I'm going to click submit right there. Take just a second. And now that assignment is submitted. I can unsubmit it because I gave the student the opportunity to do unlimited attempts. I can go back and I can actually limit that to one submission. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over here to my screen here in the teacher screen, and we're going to go ahead and click on that. And now you will notice that I have my student has submitted their work. And so I can go ahead and click on that. And notice that this is going to bring this up in Google SpeedGrader. Now I have access to this assignment, and I can put in comments. I can actually edit the assignment if necessary, and I may also be able to see their editing history, which is right there. That's a pretty cool thing to be able to see. So anyway, and you have complete and full permissions on this. You also have ownership of this document at this point. So because the student didn't do the assignment, I'm going to put a 0 there. I'm going to go ahead and just stick in a comment right there that says, you didn't try hard, did you? Resubmit when you complete the assignment. And we'll just go ahead and click on OK. And now I've got comments on there. I can also put overall feedback in there, just like you would do. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on return. And when I do that, we now have a 0 on that particular assignment. So that is so that's how we actually access and grade that. When I click that little back arrow right there, it's just going to take me back to the assignment collection. I can continue to grade those. If I go back here, if I've got additional assignments, I can just click the little down arrow right there, and I can actually choose the students. Well, the best part about this is that it's actually going to synchronize with my gradebook. So now I can go ahead and go over to my grades. So I'm going to go ahead and click on gradebook. And now I need to find that assignment. So anyway, I can go over here and we're going to see where that assignment is. There it is. It's that Google assignment out of 100. And notice that my student has a 0 right there. If I click on this, even if I go into SpeedGrader for it right now, I should be able to see the grade that the student has on the assignment there. But notice that what it's going to do is just, if I click this link, it's going to kick me out to Google's grader, not in SpeedGrader. So you will not be able to grade anything through SpeedGrader on these assignments. So anyway, that's a very powerful tool because as I said before, if you have a template or a writing template that you want the students to use, it makes it much easier for you to assign that out to students. It's also going to put a copy of that assignment inside your Google Drive, so you will be able to see that and go back to it and get, perhaps if you need to justify the grade to a parent or anything else, they'll be able to see it within there. So anyway, that's how we do that. And I just wanted to tell you, this is a very powerful tool for you. It's a very powerful tool for your students. And I think it's probably going to save you some time, as well as give students the opportunity to turn in work neatly that you can grade quickly and get about your day. Thank you very much for watching.